up, everybody? I'm Jason with Savage Actual. I got my co-host.
This is Patrick. Hello, hello.
We got a special guest. We have Sal Zuniga.
Yep.
Nailed it. And we're here in Barnwell, South Carolina at the training facility called GTI at an Airsoft event called Stonebreaker 2023.
Yep.
Said that right, too?
Yes, you did.
All right. There's so many of them. And this guy is actually, you are the guy running the show, right?
Yeah, I am the chief of staff.
The Smash.
So yeah, give us a little. So you work for Third Coast Airsoft, or what is your position for
So I'm
Third Coast?
chief of operations.
Okay, Chief of Operations for Third Coast. Give us a little bit of background on Third Coast, how long it's been around, like what you guys particularly do, and.
So we started back March 13th of 2009. A good friend of mine, Godfather, decided, hey, let's put on an event. We'd gone to somebody else's event and we thought it was awesome. So it was like, hey, we could do this. You know.
So you're like OG from the very beginning.
Yeah.
Of okay.
So we were like, we could do this. And so we got a closed county park down in Corpus Christi, Texas. Had about 95 people. It was like a D-Day, like landing on a beach. And it was myself, my younger brother, Steven, and then Godfather and Castle. It was like, all right, let's figure this out. Waivers, yeah, we probably need those. Donations, that's cool. And we had a blast. It was a one-day thing. And then from 2009 all the way till now, we've been hosting events.
It's a long time, man.
Dude,
awesome.
yeah,
That's awesome. Are they all? Do you? I like the D-Day thing. Do you try to theme all the events primarily?
Yes. The good news is we try to take the AO, take some of our experience. Everybody's a vet in the staff. So as we start looking at it, it's like, hey man, this one would be really cool if it was like the Battle of Yang Drang, or this was a D-Day scenario, or hey, this is like a Rhodesian brush war. And so we're diving in the history books. You know, it's awesome. We don't base our scenario in the real world. It's like, which guys are the good guys? It's tan versus green, Western Coalition,
Equal.
Eastern Empire. That way you see everybody wearing American flags, everybody can dress up like an operator if they want. No one's stealing all the valor. That's a big deal in Airsoft, dudes. And it's awesome. Our busiest year was 17 and 18. We did 9 events that year, and that season. And
They're all here? Were they?
no, we did 2 here, one in Darlington, South Carolina, one in Chicago. That was fun.
So you guys travel and run events under the GT or under the Third Coast
Third
umbrella?
Coast.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Did
talk more about
COVID
that.
put a hurting on you guys?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it put a hurting on
Oh
everybody.
yeah,
so,
it held back one major event here, pushed another event off. The guys that were on active duty, we couldn't travel, so it was like, hey, have fun hosting.
That sucks.
We can't be there, and so the guys who could drove on. But yeah, it really helped people.
I mean, that was the world then, and that sucks.
Yeah.
But
Oh, yeah.
it's. Do you feel like post COVID, everybody's just super excited to get back into it?
Man, once we got over that wave,
Yeah.
our first event was down in Guardian Center, Perry.
Yep.
We had 780 players.
Everybody's like, I'm tired of being inside.
We sold out in like 4 weeks.
I'm sure.
And
Damn,
we're
really?
back. You know, it was like awesome. We had the Huey helicopter flying around. It was awesome. You know, probably our largest event to date.
So GTI is a huge site. Do you guys have like a maximum number of like, hey, our participants we're cutting them off at 700 or
So yeah, 700 is the cap for this event.
Okay.
Okay. So you damn near filled it. You had 683?
683 out of 688. We had 5 vets. Law enforcement hit us up. Hey man, we just fired every sheriff in our department. I'm the guy in charge now. Can't make it to the event. Hey, no worries. First responders, military, we'll float your ticket to another event.
That's awesome.
Because we've all lived that life.
Yep.
I thought I had a pass. Where's the S1 with my leave form? Man, get fucked nerd. You're not going on leave. So we've all lived that life, and so we're really flexible because we're veterans and we understand that your life's not your own.
You're not, yeah, you're
So
Yeah.
yeah.
So how does you said everybody that works at Third Coast is a vet?
So the main staff, I think we've only got 2 non-vets in the staff.
How many people do you have work for Third Coast?
Well, the full-time staff for an event, we have 28 this time.
Okay.
That's the retail guys, the guys on the field. You know, we've got National Guard, we've got freaking a couple other guys that we got our token Marine. We got
Token.
Yeah, token. It's like, hey, you're here. A couple of Air Force guys, a sailor. Try not to bag on them, but
Do it a lot more, actually.
Yeah, they're a
Pump
bunch
those
of
numbers up.
and of course,
losers.
there's a couple of officers in the groups. We all bag, all the enlisted guys bag on us. Give the big speech, Sal. Okay, here we go.
Oh, are you an O?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I started enlisted.
Your cool factor has definitely come down.
Oh, okay.
I'm a Mustang. Though,
So you want a Mustang?
Okay, that's good.
Cool.
That's good. For you guys don't know, Mustang is the term that we use for an enlisted person that becomes an officer. So it's generally they're the better officers.
But still leaning on heavy on the trainer side, for sure. they sell the dirty.
I was the first one in my family, so it's like. So,
And I have to tell you, I got to give a shout out to the retail guys. The last event we were here at the 2022 event, here at this one, and they're awesome. Every single one of the guys super knowledgeable, super helpful. They 100% go out of their way to. I mean, not just because it's Jason and I, but I see them like going above and beyond to help everybody. They do a great job.
And this is only our third fucking event, so
Yeah.
we're like,
Yeah.
trying
Definitely
to
newbies.
diss an ass at 240 and a saw. We're like, open it up. I'm like, I feel like I'm a fucking Joe. Again.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just
Why
yeah.
did you change the
what
barrel on
fuck?
this thing? What
Yeah, what was the comparison somebody gave us one time? Because we were talking about that. It's like, I 100% can take apart pretty much any machine gun, whatever. But as soon as I open these things, I'm just like, what the
I
fuck?
have no
am I
idea what's
looking
going
at?
on.
Yeah,
Like,
somebody
what the
compared them
fuck
to
is, like Dennis Hopper? I don't know. What are you saying?
Yeah.
I don't know what a hopper is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pop what?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
talk to us. So we're Third Coast Airsoft is here, GTI running this event. Give us a little breakdown about what GTI is, maybe the space and whatever you guys have to do to put it together. Put
So-
this event
Because
together.
what was this? We heard a rumor earlier. What
Some
it was
nuclear
like a nuke
processing
race.
something?
So they were going to refine spent uranium rods, turn them into depleted uranium stuff.
rounds and stuff.
Yeah. So then 3 Mile Island happened back in the day. They said nope, no more nukes, and so the place never went live. They never brought any
So they
radioactive
just built
material.
all this and it just.
So what they did is they turned it over to training organizations to, hey, how do you retake a facility? And it just ballooned from there as the story goes. They
So
trained-
when was that? Do you know?
Roughly? I don't know. It had to be back in the
Years ago?
70s, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it looks about that.
Yeah.
In a good way.
Some of this place is pretty beat up.
But some of the best airsoft locations are industrial. Like,
Super popular.
Yeah, you can't turn them away. I think the one in Chicago was a closed down sweet and low factory. So we're like, don't eat that shit, it causes cancer.
Don't breathe
Don't
that.
lick that. Don't breathe that. No. But that was a great AO. Paper mill was another one. It was really awesome. But GTI, man, this facility gives you all the types of terrain. You've got dense urban, you've got woods. I've always joked around I could put 4 porta potties in the middle of the woods and airsofters would stack and clear them. Okay. But
True.
you have a diverse set of terrain, and it really challenges every player type. Some guys will go in that reactive building and never come out. I think we put an IR counter one time, like you go into a stopper rob and it's like dinging, counts the number of people going in. We basically said, all right, how many times did that get tripped? Divide that in half, and it was like 600 people had gone in there within a 2-hour time frame.
Jesus.
Yeah, so we're like,
That's crazy.
why would you fight in
So
here?
what
I
you're
would not
telling
fight
me is
here.
I should find a high position, 100 out, and
just
just hold that fucking
Toss some
door the
grenades
whole
in there
time.
and be done with it. Yeah.
But this facility is awesome because it gives you all the terrain types. And then now we got vehicles rolling around, got the helicopter flying overhead.
Yeah.
I wish these guys would shoot more from the bird. Because
You shot a lot last time.
Yeah,
I'm not
we
seeing much of
did.
that.
No, these
We
guys are
did.
like, hey, like,
I know.
shoot.
I don't think I've
Saw one.
seen anybody really shooting. Everybody's like, oh, this is just a fun tour of the air.
It's like,
I don't know what they're doing. Yeah.
Really use some help, guys. You know.
Yeah.
Really
yeah.
good seatbelts, one of those birds for
Yeah.
sure.
So the first.
See
did you
that?
ever
I
hear
saw that video. I was like, do I tell people now or later? Like, most pros don't belt in or even clip in. Centrifugal force holds you on the
Yeah.
bird. I was like, hey, took it like a pro, man.
I was just like,
it was
fuck it.
Yeah, I don't know if I go, I go.
Yeah, the dude next to him got a little pie-eyed when he's like, "Oh, there's my belt." He's like, "Oh shit."
We thought it was like you had to do it because of the ROEs or whatever it's called here, the regulations. So it came undone, like whatever. Pilot was cool. It was
Yeah.
fun. We shot the whole fucking time.
Yeah, the first time I've done it, it's funny, another friend of ours had to retire from the Army in order to come to an airsoft game to sit on a bird, and he's an SF guy. So he's like, I've never done this before. I had to come to an airsoft game to do this.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I was
That's
kind of
crazy.
like, I was like, wow, dude, interesting. He's like, but the first time we did it was down in Florida. And so we get on the bird and we're like just drilling everybody.
Which spot for it?
The facility's in Immokalee, Florida.
That's the prison we went
Yep.
to.
Yeah,
That was the
that's
first
like-
time.
guys.
I lived 30 minutes.
Yeah,
from
it's super close to
I
his
live in
house.
Fort
Yeah.
Myers.
Okay.
Yeah. We saw some
Miami
video
cats.
of that. Yeah, guys landing on the roof.
Yep.
and that was really, really cool. Was that an event run by
That
you?
was not us. That was a
Was that Papa? Deadeye?
Dead End Outfitters. I know they
Dead
were
End,
part
yeah.
of. They were one of the vendors. So you see a lot of hosts come and go. Guys will get in this business. They put on events, and then they just get tired of it, or they realize, hey, it's a lot of work.
Yeah. So what are the pros and cons of Third Coast Airsoft coming out? You guys want to run an event. What are the pros and cons of somebody that puts on these events?
You got to get hurt. You got to get really good at hurting cats.
I was about to say herd cats.
It's a noble profession, one of the oldest. But one is you have to be organized. It sets a standard. That's the reason military guys, we understand it because it's like, hey, if I set the standard up front, it may deflect issues later on. So we have a check-in process. They check in, they come in here, we safety brief them. Don't lick the paint, don't jump off the buildings, call your hits, and then they move on and chrono.
Yep.
And then we've got formation. And guys are, oh, it's so cringe. I'm like, hey man, formation's important because one, we validate that they listened at least enough to get there, and then get them on the field, and then all the staff is very involved. Guys have gone to like 29 Palms, NTC, JRTC. We got fire markers. Guys running around, dropping artillery sims, calling, making the kills.
You got a lot going on.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
And the staff that's one of the kudos that we get from players. Like, hey, you guys actually ref the field. And we're not
And
running,
that's
we're not
super
running around
important,
with
right.
like red shirts on. We're running around dressed in black so we don't kill the cool video. And I think that's what separates us from the other competitors that we have out there, where we're really involved because we want to bring them an experience.
And that is important. And that's the thing is our very first event was in Immokalee, and that was a great event. We felt like it was run really well. And the same thing when we came here, we're like, this was. I mean, I wouldn't say we've had a negative event yet. Run really well, and it's been impressive. And yeah, you guys are definitely organized, and keep doing what you're doing.
You're keeping it simple, stupid. I mean, you're not like the brief isn't too long. Like the information on the sheet is fucking short and sweet. And it's concise, so it's like. And I know you guys have to cater to the high-end players that are experienced ones, and then you've got new players like us or young kids that have never held a weapon, or a toy in their life like that, and so you have to cover all those bases, I guess. But you're doing a good job.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. That is the staff, man. Those guys, huge thanks to all the guys that, hey, I want to be staff. Like, I don't think you know what you're asking for. And then, and then they get on, they're like, oh my God, this is a lot of damn work.
Sure, it's a lot of. I mean, of course, something like this, I'm sure you guys have a lot of lead up time and all the, a lot of busy work, especially coming out here to make sure the space is safe. I know one of the guys that briefed us was super thorough. It was like, hey, we spent a lot of time out here marking off all this space, and so he was very clear on. Yeah, excellent job. Thank you. Excellent job, and made everything very clear, but got through it, and a very much mature way, and I think everybody appreciates
It's
that.
rare I laugh. I've been, like, we all have a million fucking kill myself briefs, safety briefs from X, Y, and Z, but I actually laughed genuinely a few times. I was like, that was good, man.
So what's on the horizon? What's the next thing for Third Coast, and what's the next big event that you guys have going on?
So the next one is kind of like the World Cup of Airsoft. We're going back to the Guardian Center.
Where's that?
Perry, Georgia.
When is that?
Labor Day weekend.
And that's September.
September 1, 2, 3.
Do we have an invite?
Of course.
We have to do that.
Yeah. We got one in June.
I will tell you that. I know the one in June.
Indiana?
Yep. Muscatatuck. That's an amazing.
You couldn't pay me all the money in the world to say that word.
Muscatatuck. Yeah. We're going up there. Yeah, we're looking forward to seeing that space. But so Perry, Georgia. What's the site look like? At Perry,
Guardian
Georgia?
Center is probably, I would say, twice the size of this place in terms of urban structures.
Really?
Yeah, it's got a car tunnel, a little bit of the subway that we'll be in. We're talking multi-level buildings, and like where you have this is like a industrial area. This thing was built as a city, and they got cars everywhere. You've got shops.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Some players don't like it because the buildings are a little spaced out because it's not. It's like, guys, they didn't design this for airsoft. They designed this for simunitions.
Oh yeah. I mean that's more real world.
Yeah,
right?
and so. The staff, we love it because it's like, hey, dudes, this is more like a town.
It's like a mountain town.
Yeah. Mount sights are kind of hokey because they scale build them. This thing is full
Legit.
size. Yeah, so that one's a 700 player game.
Is it, not to cut you off, but so it sounds like it's urban focused. Is there a rural spot to it?
Oh yeah,
Is there a woods to it?
there's in the north end you've got like a wooded area. You've got the magazine, the traditional like U.S. Air Force style hut magazine. Yeah.
The mounds,
Oh, yeah,
the mounds,
that's awesome.
Stuff the ammos.
And these guys put like a trailer park between the town and the magazine.
Yeah, that's where I'll be.
Then there's a
With you and your hat.
yeah, and then there's a giant
Dude.
crash C-130 south of the town. So we
Nice.
use the entire facility because you can't. I could put 700 players in a shoebox. That'd be fun. But then they're not being able to shoot, move, and communicate.
Okay.
Guys are like, well, if you put 1,000 players here, I could do
Jeez,
that.
yeah.
But then it's a knife fight in a phone book.
Yep.
Or phone booth. There's no maneuver. There's no. The camping aspect. Let me put it right here, and I'll just keep firing from my favorite little tree.
Yeah, which is not. That gets old.
Really
So,
fast.
that's Perry, Georgia. Sounds like an awesome event. How does everybody find you? Is it Third Coast Airsoft?
ThirdCoastAirsoft.com. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on YouTube.
Grindr.
Tinder. Tyler.
Tinder.
Tinder
Sweet.
Tyler.
Farmers
that's
only.
plenty of fish. So that's the big one in September.
Okay.
And then come November, we're right back here for a continuous operation we call Iron Dagger. And it's a 24 and a half hour.
24 and a half hours.
Yeah, that was one of the staff, well, not the staff, one of the players was like, this is actually a 24 and a half hour operation. I went, all right. And
Like, okay, Mr. Perfect.
but it was funny because that extra 30 minutes, everybody's wiped out. Staff's wiped out, players are wiped out. It's like, damn, dude, we should just stop this thing 30 minutes ago. And that's when, like, all right, let's see the Walking Dead start slinging BBs at each other. And so the following year, let's do it again. And guys don't realize that the players drive that action.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, you turn the box on, and the staffs are like, the player staffs are taking slugs. It's a slugfest, man. They're moving whole units to try to, and it's like, oh, let's see how long they keep this up. And yeah, man, that one's in November here.
Okay.
How's the weather? It's probably cold as shit. We're just still on that late kind of fall.
It's kind of like
cusp of winter.
Yeah, you'll get all the seasons in one weekend.
We're the sun and fun airsofters. So.
Hey man, I'm from South Texas. I'm right there with you. I'm like 40 degrees. Oh my God, it's the apocalypse.
We heard some of the other guys like March in Barnwell it's a washing machine, man. You don't know what you're gonna get, man.
Yeah, we were down in Milledgeville, Georgia, in February. Old prison penitentiary hospital, Bone Crusher. I think we got every season of weather in one weekend. It was like 19 degrees one morning, and then by the afternoon it was 88.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
just like I'm so confused. Like, am I hot or cold?
Sounds like my home state of Kansas, man.
So, in Kansas. Oh shit.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, same shit. It changes hourly.
Yeah.
So speaking of staff, are we good? So we can cut that. Are staff local, or is everyone convening to this spot?
So, dudes from Savannah, Georgia.
Okay.
Some of the core staff. I'm from San Antonio, Texas.
Okay.
We've got guys from Houston, Austin. So we're kind of split between Georgia and Texas.
We'll see you in San Antonio soon.
Oh, where you guys going?
Working at the YO Ranch now.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. We got
Some
some.
good long tap brewery.
We gotta talk to you about some shit anyway after this.
Okay.
So you got guys coming all over the place to this.
Yep.
So what's the lead time coming into this event? Like, are you out here 2-3 days
We
ahead?
come in, Advon, again,
Yeah.
military guys, right?
That's
Like,
the advanced party.
yeah, the Advon would fly in either Friday before or Sunday or Monday of the week of the event.
Oh, wow.
And we do day zero recovery after an event. Lay out all your boxes. It's like, shit, man, you're doing a layout. Yep, lay out everything. Annotate your shortages. Get it on Amazon. Order it. And then you reset your committee box. We've got check-in committee. We've got the chrono committee, the tier 1 committee.
Nice.
And so it's a military style machine. We're
works,
used to
man.
it.
It works.
You
So
know,
it works.
afterwards, do you guys just get all online, do a FOD walk down and pick up all the BBs?
no, we use players for that now.
That would suck.
It was sick. But we do, like, for the raffle, we'll tell players, hey, you bring us a bag of trash with Battlefield residue, we'll give you a free raffle ticket.
There you go.
So we kind of co-opt the players. We've got a support player base that'll, hey man, we'll come and help you clean the X. That way you guys can clear faster. And the reward there is we'll give them a ticket to the next event.
That's awesome.
So,
Some of the viewers out there might be in this realm. We were at Walmart earlier, talking about stories about that.
sure, it's Barlow.
Like the economy, right? Like, so you get 700 players to show up. Like, how is the response from the local community? And I mean, is there obviously like an influx of guys buying shit? Like, is it welcoming?
So, like when we did Bone Strike in Vicksburg, Mississippi, we had the mayor show up.
Oh shit.
We had the chief of police show up and a judge show up. He's like, "You guys don't know what you're doing for the community. This is a huge
awesome.
economic booster shot."
That's
you guys,
awesome.
You guys, yeah, it was like, wow, okay. He goes, you can't get a hotel room in Vicksburg this weekend. I'm like,
Wow.
That's
all right.
good stuff. That's good.
Yeah, and then Milledgeville, Georgia, for Bone Crusher, it was the same. It's like, this is awesome, guys. We really want you back. We did one in Fort Walters, Mineral Wells, Texas.
I've heard of Mineral.
That was an old Army hospital. It would have been the Fort Rucker. Instead, they moved it all to Alabama. But that was another one where the city manager's like, I don't know who you guys are, but revenue is up.
See, that's awesome, and then that supports the community, and that's the thing. It's not like there's a platoon of Marines coming in who just F everything up. It's just a bunch of, I would say like the majority
rate,
of these guys
all
are
the alcohol
pregnancy
drank.
rate.
like there's things are broken and stuff. Everybody I
Naked
think
Marine on a
here
roof
is pretty.
somewhere up.
There's not a
That's
single dollar bill anywhere in the town. It's like,
Yeah, everything's a little bit more calm here with all
Yeah.
these guys. They're just here to have a good time and have fun.
Yeah.
And everybody's on site. So, but yeah, I know we went into town and spent a lot of money. So
yeah, for sure. At the Walmart, when we were going in to buy all our supplies, it was like, you guys feeding an army?
pretty
Yeah,
much.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Feeding 30 staff for 3 days, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Yep. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So when's the next GTI event?
We'll be back here in November.
And that's okay.
Yeah, that's Iron Dagger.
And then the next one is
We're doing Viking, and then we'll be back. That's in Perry, and then we'll be back here in November. We used to do a Vietnam game in Central Texas, Prairie Fire.
like straight up with all.
Oh yeah, man! Like period
Neil Sim?
weapons. Try to look the roll. Rice hats, black pajamas. Dude, it's great. I mean, it's awesome. Some players like it, some players don't.
Yeah.
But I think that was really for the staff to get, yeah, I'm gonna wear some Ho Chi Minh sandals. Go for it. Like, all right, dude.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, dude, it's fun. It's awesome. You don't make a dime off that damn game at all. I think we all go into debt more. So.
Oh really?
Yeah, because you're always trying to get in the character.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the thing is,
Yeah, it's Halloween.
that's the thing is like it's nice when you get you wear tan or you wear green or you wear black and you can kind of mix things up or wear what you have potentially, but when you really gotta fit an era, it's a little. You really are gonna have to spend some money to make that work and make it really look like that,
Yeah, and it's fun, but
Yeah.
some players are like I don't do that. We're like, okay.
Yeah.
But so that's one that's serious fun. We used to do a zombie game. It was pretty cool.
That would be
We
fun.
talked about that earlier.
Yeah.
But some players like that stuff. Some players don't. I only play Wilson. Okay.
We should do it all Speedo one. Like tan Speedos.
Just
And
assless
just
chaps and cowboy hats.
Just-
I mean,
yeah,
Just to
Gas and
see,
chaps? Yeah,
just to
man.
see all the marks.
I didn't get any hits. You look like a smallpox.
yeah, you look like you have some sort of
Knee
uncurable
pads and
disease.
Speedos.
Yeah.
With a
Let's
Do
space
that.
mask.
Just glasses, safety glasses, and just guns up.
I was just thinking about the time in Mosul, and the guys were like, "Hey, it's Daps and Chaps night. We're shooting a calendar for the wives back home." I turned the corner, and the guys were wearing their Stetsons, and they put their dick protector in front. I'm like, "I'll come back later, dude. Well, we'll talk about this raid later." Daps and Chaps. I'm like,
They're all divorced now anyway.
All right. Well, I think that was a good place to end that.
Oh.
So hey, again, make sure you guys go to thirdcoastairsoft.com or thirdcoastairsoft.com. These guys have some awesome events coming up really soon, and we will definitely be out at Perry, Georgia, and we're probably going to bring some other soft guys with us. We've got
Quite a few actually.
this one was a little bit late on the spin up, but we've got some other
Guys flying
fellas
in from
trying
out
to
of the
come up.
country, kicking Mustang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've had him at our events before.
You like him or don't like him, we
So-
don't give a fuck. He's
Yeah,
coming.
I mean,
so.
He does headshots. I love headshots.
Apparently the
don't play the
snowflakes
game
in
if you
UK
fucking
don't
don't
like
like
that
headshots.
bullshit. Like they
You can't take a BB to the face.
Trying to explain,
You're
guys, if that's what he shows me, that's what I'm shooting
Thank you,
at.
thank you. So, thanks Sal, thanks for your time.
Awesome, guys.
Again,
Appreciate it.
awesome event, and
Sir,
we really
excuse me, sir.
thank you for having. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, hey guys, Thanks for watching. Make sure you check out thirdcoastairsoft.com and Savage Action, all this stuff. What's your Instagram? Third Coast Airsoft?
Third Coast Airsoft.
There you go. Third Coast Airsoft on Instagram. Awesome. Thanks,
Gotta
guys.
be there, or be square.
Heart.
Mark.
Heart.
Yeah.
All right, thanks.
Later.